short, melodious poem written by Harry Ben. It is based on how a new kite flies in the air and the majestic look it bears. The poet begins with an exclamation: how bright a new kite looks when it flies in the air against the blue sky. It plunges and snaps its tail. The poet uses the rhyming words dip, ship, tides, rides, sail, tail, crest, rest. The poet is using a simile. The poet is comparing the kite to a ship. The kite is flying in the sky as the ship moves on waves in water. The poet is fascinated by the kite flying high in the sky. Reaching to a certain height, it falls back again. The wind is the driving force of the kite. When the string of the kite gets loose, it needs to be rolled back to fly again in the sky. The poet is fascinated by the kite flying in the sky. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. See the first two lines. How bright. Bright means shining. Blue refers to the sky. Is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip. Dive and a dip means to go into water with a force and softness together. It snaps its tail. Snaps means it moves with noise. A kite looks bright on a clear sky when it flies for the first time. A new kite is wonderful to watch, diving and dipping in the blue sky. It moves its tail with a noise. Then soars like a ship with only a sail. Soars means flying high. And the poet has used here a simile. He is comparing it to a ship with only a sail. Sail means a cloth on a ship or a boat used to catch wind and help the boat to propel. As over tides, tides means gusts of wind. Of wind it rides, rides means travels. Climbs to the crest. Crest over here means in this poem top of the wave of a gust and pulse. Gust means sudden strong wind. Then seems to rest as wind falls. So the poet is telling the kite is flying high with the wind. It rides on the current of air just as the ship rides on the waves of the ocean. It goes up to the highest point in the sky in a wavy manner, the way a ship moves on the ocean. But as soon as the wind slows down, it seems as if it has stopped there to rest. When string goes slack, slack means loosens. You wind it back and run until a new breeze blows. Blows means moves. And its wings fill and up it goes. When the thread tied to the kite loosens, the flyer runs and rolls it back. He waits till a new breeze blows again and fills its wings with air again to help it fly again. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. But a raggeder thing, raggeder means torn and dirty, you never will see when it flaps on a string. Flaps means flutters. String means cord or thread. In the top of a tree, a Kite looks very bright and beautiful on a clear sky, but when it gets struck on a tree top, it gets torn and gives a poor, worn out look, means sad look, which is not liked by anyone. Let me tell you the summary of the poem The Kite. A new kite is wonderful to watch. Diving and dipping in the blue sky, it moves its tail with a noise. It soars high with the wind. At this time, it sails like a ship with only one sail. It rides on the current of air just as the ship rides on the waves of the ocean. When the wind falls, it seems to rest. When the string which holds the kite goes slack, the master of the kite winds back the string. The kite comes back to the earth. It is there again in the sky when a new wind blows, filling the wings of the kite with the air again. However, when the string of the kite is caught in a tree, the kite flaps. It soon turns into a very torn and dirty thing.